3, 4, and 5 lights all lit up here. Long light sequence, but it is lights out, and that's a wonderful start from Zay at P1 as well as Destio in P2. There was a terrible start there from Secret. I'm not sure what really happened there, but Secret.
Oh, big crash in the back.
Big crash.
Oh, that's
yes.
a Williams getting collected left, right, and center. That's got to bring out a safety car, at least a virtual safety car. It has a virtual safety car. Yeah, dang, it's Yang. It's showing up in a P8, down a P8 at the moment. I'm going to keep an eye on that. In fact, we'll probably
we got Yang trying to go down the inside. P7, he's battling Venom. Venom gets loose.
Oh, there's Venom spinning. He's in the grass right now, in big trouble. Back on down, not quite sure he has any damage, but he's still in the race, and that's crucial.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there, but that moves Dang into, or Mr. Yang into P6. Cartman appears to be making that move on Alex for P7. Getting that inside line there into turn 12. Gets the job done. So he gets the cleaner exit out of turn 12. He's getting really close, really close. Destio has to protect that inside line there. Destio will stay inside, Zay on the outside. Switchback. We'll see what these drivers can do. These two are still battling it out. Is there going to be another switchback? Zay gets in front. Will it be enough here into this left-hander? There's a little bit of contact between those two. Zay trying to make that switchback, but Zay just not able to get that job done on Destio. Oh, Zay! Zay's into the wall. He loses his wing.
Oh, no.
Zay lost it out of turn 10, turn 9, and lost at least a decent amount of that front left wing.
And Zay has been notoriously the fastest man on this track. Let's see if Yang can bring it here down the back straight.
And that is easily job done.
And Cranky.
Oh, Yang.
And Yang.
Yang's gonna get down the inside. Will Yang keep that spot? No, he's just behind the Haas driver. Of course, accounting for loss. Doesn't get that P3 spot. Dave cranks up into P4. And we'll see Yang trying to get down the inside of Dave. Just not able to get that job done. Sorry to cut you off there, Biggles, but I think Alex might be able to get a job done here into this corner. Is using plenty of overtake. Gets beside Yang. And he will have this inside line into turn 12. He absolutely locks it up, sends it in there, almost gets into the rear of Dave Cranks, but he does get that job done and moves that car up into P5. We'll see if he'll be able to get P4 and even P3. Alex, get that run out of turn 11 down this DRS straight. Looks like Dave got a better launch than he did. Dave might be employing a overtake opportunity here. Goes around the outside, accounting for loss. Drops down into P4. Dave up into P3. Both those cars are low on ERS as they are blinking, and Alex just getting eager to get that car past these two.
He's waiting to pounce on any mistake these two drivers make. Dave defending for his life, accounting for losses, gone twitchy out of that corner. As Alex the Great is also going to do the same thing with the DRS toe down here, but it's not going to be long enough. They're just going to be climbing up the hill. Dave got a better exit out of here. Is it going to be a run from Alex? This could be a run for Alex. Up into turn 1. Heavy braking to the left. I think he's definitely got the job done. He has the fresher tire.
He's going to be able to make a move here down into turn 12, this heavy braking zone. He is on the outside line. Is Dave going to be able to make a comeback?
Leg glitch.
Yeah, a little bit of a lag there. As Alex appears to get that better traction. And that moves that car up into P3. Now, can he pull away? He was stuck in dirty air for a few laps, but that was a big breakup. Or big lockup, apologies. Dang, it's Yang getting past, accounting for loss there for that P5 spot.
Yang now, once again for that camera angle. These drivers are giving it everything they can here in Texas. These are crucial points in the championship that you want to get as maximum of them you can, knowing that the man that's leading this championship. Here we go. There's a run. That is into the first turn. Not mistaken. Sorry, that was usual at the turn 12 of an overtake. Yang sending it up again. He did this in the last lap. It's worked brilliantly for him, but guess what? Dave says, fool me once, not fool me twice. He's covered him off. But Yang managed to stick it up on the inside line there, getting a bit of traction out of that corner. Dave still not going to give this one up. Battling side by side. Haas versus Renault in the background. You've got accounting for loss still knowing that he can pounce on any of the mistakes that these drivers make down the main straight here into turn one. You're going to see a lot of overtaking opportunities here. Who's going to be brave enough to set it up on the inside? Adang is Yang thinking about it. I'm going to take it. Going to brake a little later. They're covering him off. The Haas is going to have the better traction, and they also take it into the next turn here. And you can see accounting for loss wants every part of this. He wants to be in this. He's like, guys, here we go. Side by side. It can't happen that way. And that's a spinner from Dave. That's Dave. Yep, I was going to say, there's going to be 3 abreast through the S's. Was never going to work.
And obviously, with no safety car, this field does disperse. He's only been able to bring that car back up to P8, but he might be able to make a case for P7 here as he's trying to go around the outside after turn 1. Gets that inside line here for turn 2 and into the S's, and I believe that's going to be job done as we do have some yellow flags in sector 1. I think that's just a racing point letting some cars by.
Go over to our man that's going to win this race again. This is not going to be 4 from 4. It's going to be 4 from 5 because the only race he has not won was the race that the man that has DNF'd early as he picks up a time penalty just towards the end, but that won't hurt him because he's got a 5-second gap to Scoopy, who has a penalty. Guess what, Desty? It's again the Singapore driver proving that he is an absolute monster of a machine and a monster of a driver, picking up another victory, the 4th for the season. And I'll tell you what, another driver that's just stepped out of the shadows and in the spotlight is definitely Scoopy. The McLaren driver, what a brilliant, brilliant performance.
I think I can agree with that driver of the day right there, Mr. Scoopy. Bring that car up to the podium. Destiel wins another one here in EGR. Scoopy on that podium as well as Alex on that podium. I think those are both first-time podiums for these drivers. As we have Destiel bringing that Alfa Romeo home in P1, followed by Scoopy up 11 places from that 13th grid, or that 13th spot on the grid, apologies. Bringing that car home in P2, followed by Alex the Great in P3, accounting for loss. His teammate, great points for the Williams team today, as he is in P4. Yuvix in P5, followed by Mr. Yang, Zay, Dave Cranks, Venom, and Cartman to round out your top 10. You got Marco and Bunhana's alive, and Jake, as well as Lord Enzo for your top, or for your P11 to P15. And you got Vladislav and Pseudo Triangle. And then you got your DNFs, Cranky, Hyphy, Bonbon, and Secret